Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
And this is our review of
Rick.
As you can see. Okay. Zombie Cat bought this alternate costume Rick from Toys R Us today. And Zombie Cat told me about the deleted scene from season 5 of The Walking Dead, and that's where shortly after Bob Stookey dies, Rick is looking over Sasha and thinks she's hot. And he's like, I need a way to hit on her. So what's he do? He goes out and disguises himself as Bob Stookey. And it's a really good disguise. Like, I don't know. I guess he, like, must have wore his skin and his clothes or something. I don't know. It went up and...
No, he finds a costume shop.
Oh, costume of Bob Stookey. Okay. You just go in this section, they're like, Bob Stookey costumes. And Rick puts one of them on. And he runs up to Sasha and he's like, let's make out. Because that's what we do, because I'm Bob. And she's like, Bob's dead. And you sound like Rick. And Rick's like, no, Bob Stookey. Because look at my Bob Stookiness. And then she looks down like, but you got 2 legs. So then Rick runs outside and cuts his leg off. And runs back in, hops back in. And he's like, what about now? Bob Stookey with my missing leg. Sasha just wasn't having it. So that's the story of why Rick was dressed up as Bob Stookey. And that's why it says Rick on this package. Well, we looked at him in the package long enough, I think. Let's open him up. So, in reality, this is a mistake. This is a factory error. Somebody accidentally put Bob in a Rick package. And some people will pay a lot of money for one of these figures if it's mint and card in the wrong package, but it has to be in mint condition. So we're going to try to keep it in mint condition as best as we can. So all you people out there are thinking, wow, that's so cool. Yeah, just keep being jealous because we got this awesome mint condition mistake error Bob Stookey in a Rick Grimes package. It's going to be worth so much, man. Oh, you opened them. So there he is opened up. And I think this figure's really awesome. After messing with him a little bit, I haven't even switched his leg yet, but I really like him. He's really posable and he just looks like Bob Stookey a lot. And I want to make a point. I said this before, like it really seemed like in the beginning when they showed Bob Stookey, it's like he always had to say Bob Stookey. You couldn't just say Bob. Like later in the show, as they started getting lazy and just say Bob, and I don't know who the hell they're even talking about half the time. Like, who's this Bob guy? It's Bob Stookey. That's who he is.
One of my favorite moments was when he first said his name. Yeah. It was just the way he said it.
Or it's a flashback to when they first met him.
Bob Stookey.
He's like, what's your name? My name's Bob Stookey. And I was like, yes! I was thinking, don't forget the Stookey. I think it's really cool that it comes with 2 machetes. Because I know I've seen pictures that he actually did that in the episode, but somehow I didn't notice that he had 2 machetes running around in that episode in season 5. But it makes the figure really cool.
I just wish the ends of the machetes were pointier because they kind of look like giant butter knives.
Yeah. That reminds me, I might as well get that out of the way. Someone wanted me to compare this to Rick's machete because they're saying it might look a little more like Rick's machete than Rick's machete does. If that makes sense. Bob's machete on the top there, it's got that on the back of the handle, is that little like nub thing. And there's supposed to be something like that on the back of Rick's red-handled machete, but there's not. But other than that, I think Rick's red-handled machete is right because it's got that, what's that called when it's
serrated? Yeah,
serrated edge. And yeah, I think this is more accurate to how Rick's is supposed to be. It's just missing the nub on the back. Bob's machete just is not the right shape at all. And it's a lot smaller. Is that I just realized in explaining that I said Bob and not Bob Stookey. So I'm going to have to edit in Stookey every time I mess up and forget and just say Bob instead of Bob Stookey. So I think they did a really good likeness on his face. His one eye is a little goofy. Makes him kind of look like Forrest Whitaker or something. Like you can see this eye's like kind of squinted or something. It's not too bad. It still looks like Bob. It's just his eyes. Bob Stookey! Damn it! It looks like Bob Stookey. I think it really looks like him. They did a really good job on his hair. Just the shape of his face, the little mustache. It looks like Bob Stookey! And they did a really good job on his outfit. It looks just like the outfit that I remember him in most of the time. He had that long-sleeved orange shirt, that vest. There is one problem that I mentioned in the previews, is that when he gets his leg chopped off and eaten, he's wearing that green like army jacket or whatever the hell that jacket is that he's wearing that Sasha now wears. So it's not really accurate to have his leg chopped off in this outfit.
Who fucking cares?
Me! I care!
Oh, shut up. Stop caring.
I guts to. I like the jacket too. They did a good job on that zipper. It looks metallic.
Mm-hmm. They did a nice job on his shirt too, with like shading and dirt and stuff.
Yeah, it looks dirty. His shirt was always dirty too. He was just always sweating.
Scuzzwad.
Yeah. Really nice job on that jacket.
Did he come with a holster with no gun in it?
Where do you see that?
Under his jacket.
I don't know what the hell that's for.
What is that?
Maybe his machete goes in there? I don't know. Maybe.
No, it can't.
Well, he didn't come with a gun, so... He comes with this knife that's sticking in his pants. I don't think you can take that out, though. It's just permanently in there. I think Carol has something like that, too, doesn't she? She has a little gun stuck in her pants.
Mm.
Did a good job on his cargo pants. Really nice. Oh, I forgot to point out, his joints on his legs were really, really tight. They didn't want to move. They felt like they might break, and after my Rick's leg broke, I wasn't taking a chance, so I went and got the hairdryer and heated them up and worked them loose, and they were fine. And I also did that for this leg. I popped it out once just to make sure it popped out okay. So there he is without his vest. So he's got some really nice articulation. His arms move around. Well, his arms are about the same as most of the recent Walking Dead figures. Pretty good arm articulation. As you can see, he can do all kinds of crazy double machete poses. And his head can move around really nice. Ooh. And you can do splits. And you can do kicks in the face. He's got almost 90-degree knee bend.
I don't know if he could quite kick him in the face.
Yeah, he could. Look. Hoppa!
I guess.
Right.
We have to lean back really far.
Yeah. Or hoppa!
That's better.
And yeah, like an almost 90-degree knee, and his ankle doesn't really do much. I don't even get why they put a joint in there at all. It really isn't doing anything. But yeah, his articulation's good. Doesn't really spin at the waist. None of them seem to do that anymore. And I think it looks pretty good.
And here's his vest without him.
Ooh. So I'm sure this is going to be used for a lot of customs. You can stick this on other characters and probably make some cool characters out of it. And his body's shaped a little funny because it's made to have the jacket or the vest on, I think. But it's still good enough, I think.
He does, like, especially in the beginning, he does have kind of a slumped, like, posture a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking about the booze.
That's what I was just thinking. He should have came with some booze. Bob Stookey needs his he needs his booze. He needs to be drunk. And Daryl gets up in his face and he's like, "I'm gonna kiss you if you drink a beer again, Bob Stookey."
Maybe I like it.
Looks nice underneath even. Except for up here to the shoulders. It's not really painted very much. But oh well. Yeah, like Zombie Cat pointed out, there's this holster with...
nothing in it.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if there was supposed to be a gun with him or what. As you can see, he comes with 2 machetes. And I'll have to look at the preview picture again. I'll put it up here next to it. But I thought that the 2 machetes were different. But these are the same. Exactly the same. And he also comes with this disgusting looking foot. And that's his foot that got cooked. And it just looks nasty. And I'm guessing this must be after they like leave it there and then Gabriel comes back and finds it because it looks like there's maggots on it. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't think this is actually while Bob's sitting there with it. But yeah. It is a really nasty looking foot. I wouldn't want to eat that thing. I think they burned it. Shouldn't there be 2 bones in there?
You're getting too picky now.
But it's a really nice foot. They did a really good job on this. I like it. And it also comes with...
A stump.
A Stookey stump. Get it right. A stump, it's a stump, but this is a Stookey stump. And we got to put that on him in a minute. Even though we never had a stump like this in that costume.
Calm down.
So, there he is with his stump on. Zombie cat put his little cooked foot in front of him. Torturing poor...
I fixed him!
Torturing poor Bob Stookey. Ah! But that looks cool. You might need to borrow some of Herschel's crutches to walk around.
Hey you. You want to touch my tainted meat?
Is this his tainted meat?
It's on the ground. Talk about his foot.
Well, he's also tainted meat because he got bit. I don't think they got the bite on him, do they? I don't think they do. Is he bit in the neck? Or stomach? No, he's bit like in the stomach or something like that.
Somewhere where they wouldn't see it.
Somewhere where they couldn't just cut it off either. We're going to cut your stomach off.
I think it might have been it's either his stomach or his shoulder or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Gareth and Bob Stookey. Almost forgot. Together. And once again, it bugs me because it's inaccurate. Neither of them are wearing the right costume.
Inaccurate?
Inaccurate. He's supposed to have his black leather jacket with the stripes on it. And Bob Stookey's supposed to have his green jacket with all the patches on it. Neither of them wearing the right costumes. So there's a close-up of his Stookey stump. You can see they even cut his pocket in half. What a bunch of jerks. That's a nice little bloody stump. There's Rick and Bob Stookey. Or Rick in a Bob Stookey costume. With their machetes. Ready to chop people up.
It's Stookey Disguise Rick. That's what it's called.
Yeah. They should have put that on the package. It would have made more sense.
Or Rick Stookey.
Rick Stookey. And there he is next to Gareth. You can't go back, Bob. Can't go back. Can't go back. Baby back ribs. Baby back rib, Bob. Baby Bob back ribs. Gonna have some baby Bob ribs. And there he is next to Sasha in her season 6 outfit, I guess.
She has her season 12 outfit.
Oh, season 12? Mm-hmm. Oh, whatever.
She also takes some growth hormones.
Yeah. Well, they find the factory full of them. Might as well. It's just, he doesn't have Forrest Whitaker face. There's nothing wrong with his face. He's just drunk out of his mind. He's drunk and Bob Stookey. That's
Seems
why.
Appropriate.
Yeah. They did that on purpose. I've renamed my stump Stookey after me, Bob Stookey, and I declare this land Stookey Land. And there he is next to Dale. And the reason these two are getting compared is not only are they in the same series, but poor Bob Stookey kind of had to take the place of Dale. Because in the comics, it's Dale that gets his leg eaten off by the hunters. But since Dale was already dead, they're like, Bob Stookey.
What have you done to me, Dale? Why?
That's why he's staring at him. You asshole. Went and died. I'm going to go look at a cow. And then he gets eaten. Idiot. And there's Stumpy Bob Stookey next to Stumpy Herschel. Let's touch our stumps. That feels so good. Can we join the stump party? And there's Bob Stookey next to Bob. An amazing action figure of an amazing character from the 1980, or what is that, 1989 Batman movie? With his stupid kick action that just breaks and then you can't keep his leg down. But I always thought he was funny because you get buy the toy and it says Bob. Well, I think it might have said like Bob the Goon or something. But in the movie, they just call him Bob.
Bob the Goon.
I'm a goon. And it's Bob the Drunk.
Stookey!
I mean, Bob Stookey the Drunk. I almost forgot.
Forgot what?
About the Stookey Copter. So you know what's a cool figure?
What?
This Bob figure. Stookey!
Yeah.
I mean Bob Stookey figure.
You're fired.
He is really cool. I really like him. I really like his outfit. I like the sculpt.
I do think that his toy is way more of a badass than he ever was.
Yeah, that's true. He just looks badass with them two machetes.
Look, I will fuck your day up so bad.
That expression he has.
I don't even give a shit, man. I'll just stab you.
This outfit is amazing. Amazing as in it's just done really well. And you can even remove his jacket and it looks good either way. And I really like his orange shirt underneath. And I really like that you can remove his leg and put his stump on. His little Stookey stump. And it also comes with his disgusting looking cooked foot.
With maggots and shit.
Because they're making Stookey steaks. I don't know where steaks come from. Where they come from what part of the body?
I don't think it's the leg, but I'm not sure.
Well, it's a Stookey steak if it comes off a Stookey leg.
You know, pretty?
Yeah.
You know that show, Bob's Burgers?
Yeah.
That's where they come from. He uses Stookey meat to make burgers.
Well, they need to get the name right. It's Bob's Stookey's Burgers.
No, the guy who makes the burgers is named Bob. And this guy's Bob.
Stookey!
So he calls them Bob's Burgers because it's double meaning.
Well, okay then. But I love this Bob figure. Stookey!
This Bob Stookey figure?
Oh! That threw me off. I love this Bob Stookey figure. He's really cool. And he's hard to find. He's so hard to find that you have to find him hiding as Rick or something.
And you have to completely shred the package to get him out.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
Nope. Don't save it. Dangerous.
If you don't let him out of the package, he will sit in there and plot against you until he escapes.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll feed
And
you.
look at him. You don't want him mad at you.
He'll go all Stookey on you. Don't make me get mid-Stookey on your ass.
Don't make me get Stookey all up on that booty.
That works.
Hey, Daryl. I was wondering, what's that guy's name? I'm trying to find him. I heard you yelled at him because he tried to steal some booze from that place, you know.
Glenn, how could you not know his name? His name is Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey. He didn't know his name was Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey. 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 Bob Stookey. 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 Bob Stookey. Stookey. Bob Stookey. Stookey. His name Bob Stookey. Who sounded like me? Bob Stookey.
Bob Stookey took a dookie, a cookie. Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey.
Bob Stookey. Bob Stookey. I don't trust Bob Stookey.
Hey everybody, I'm back from the dead. It's because Bob Stookey's my friend. He removed the bullet from my brain and I got up and ran away. But that's because I was freaked out. Because I think Bob Stookey started checking me out. Bob Stookey, yeah. Bob Stookey, yeah. Bob Stookey, Bob Stookey, Bob Stookey, yeah.
On the one hand you have Bob, on the other hand you have Stookey. When you put them together, you get Bob Stookey.